So we're going to test out this new Lynxx 40 volt lithium cordless blower. This is from Harbor Freight. Cost about 140 bucks. Unfortunately, you cannot use coupons on it, so the price is pretty well fixed. It says it's on sale, but that's the price it's been for a while. So it claims 480 CFM, that's the important number. It says 150 mile per hour. Really what you want though is that 480 CFM. There are some that's better. I've seen, I think the Works brand is over 500. Others are down to 400s. This definitely is on the high end of cordless 40 volt or higher than 40 volt blowers. Here's the Harbor Freight item number. So I'm gonna get this unboxed here, test it out, and just give you my first impressions. Let you know what I think compared to other blowers that I've used. And I'm going to be using this just around the house. Nothing too heavy duty. I'm not using it professionally, but for for home use, I think it's ideal. No gas engine to maintain, no drop cords to yank out and untangle. In my case, I've got a pretty big yard, so drop cords don't even reach to where I need to go. So this should be ideal, hopefully. We'll see how it performs. So this is 40 volt, includes the charger and one battery. Claims that it can do your yard in a single charge, which you'd hope so. That shouldn't be too difficult. And it claims a 60-minute fast charge, which is not too bad. So let me open this up and we'll test it out. Alright, here it is with the battery in it. Just go over a couple features before I actually do a quick demo. So battery is pretty small. To remove it, there's these two little buttons on either side. Frankly, I was pretty surprised how small this is for a 40 volt battery. Says it's 2.5 milliamp hour, so that is on the smaller side for a 40 volt. Not sure if Lynxx offers a larger battery pack. They do call this one high capacity. I'll have to do some research here to find out if it does come with a larger capacity battery than 2.5 milliamp hours. It does have a battery indicator on there. Kind of hard to see in this light, but let's see if I can see here. Showing 3, or it's full right now. Oh, there we go. Stays lit for a couple seconds and comes off. So it is brushless, like it says on the packaging. So the basic operation is you have the safety switch. Say it takes about 2 or 3 seconds to come up to speed, and that's the kind of standard speed. And then there's a turbo speed, which takes it up a notch. In addition to that, there is a variable speed wheel here. You can see I have it on max right now, but you can take it from very low. It is completely variable, so you can but I think most people are just going to leave it on max and go between the standard fairly loud. In the regular mode, it's not too bad. Just to give you some, I'd say it's still, you could probably just barely talk over it. When you go to turbo, it's hard to talk. Of course, depending on what kind of environment you're in. It has a metal tip on the blower. It's for pretty well balanced, not too heavy. I'm not sure what the weight is, but just holding on to it for a second here, it doesn't seem too bad. All right, let's see. I just actually mowed my lawn, so I got clippings everywhere. I'm gonna try the standard mode and see how that works, and then we'll go to turbo if needed. right, so what's my first impressions? I like the balance and feel. It's, you know, for being a cordless tool, it's not too bad. You know, it's not too heavy. Just to give you a frame of reference, I'm coming from my last blower that I was using was this Black & Decker corded style blower, and it had much smaller nozzle or hose, I'm not sure what you call it, and it definitely seems more powerful, but it's hard to tell because, you know, with these blowers with a much larger, this is like, I don't know, 2.5 inches, maybe 3, with these much larger pipes, you know, you're getting CFM, but not as much velocity. So if you look at this Black & Decker, you notice, and this is all kind of the sales and the marketing stuff that they do, you know, it claims 240 miles per hour. Well, that's because it's blowing it through that little tip. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, that Black & Decker came with another tip that's even smaller. So you probably only get 250 miles an hour if you know, clamp down on it. So really, this is the more important spec. I don't know, I'd have to look up on that Black & Decker to see if it's anywhere near that. I suspect, just, you know, again, without looking anything up, this has more CFM, but certainly 150 miles per hour is less than 240, and you feel that. In real world performance, it performs good for what I just did. Would it push wet leaves? No, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, I'm confident it wouldn't. It didn't come with any accessories, different hoses, different, you know, tips and whatnot. I didn't even see any at the store. You know, like I said, I got this at Harbor Freight. I suspect if there was a smaller nozzle to up that velocity, but, you know, reduce the CFM, you might be able to push some wet leaves, but, you know, this is not going to replace a gas, you know, steel or Echo backpack blower. It's just not. This is for really for what, you know, what I just did, what I just showed everybody. It's for, you know, blowing off the driveway, leaf clippings, grass clippings rather, you know, blowing off your vehicles, whatnot, cleaning off the mower. That's basically what I would imagine this is designed for. So another point of concern. I'm not crazy about, I mean, 3 buttons. You know, you press this down, you know, you can let that go once it's started, but then you got to press this for turbo, then you got this speed. I'm not crazy about that whole situation there. That seems like a little bit of over engineering. You know, why not just a single trigger that's variable? Done. You know, that would make it much simpler. I'm sure this is some kind of safety thing. Safety Sally's having their way, but I mean, how can you hurt yourself with this? I'm not really sure why you would need a safety switch. Anyways, it is what it is. It's not a deal breaker for me. Here's what may be the deal breaker. I mentioned when I was unboxing this and looking at it, the first looks, this battery seems small. So I showed you before I used it. Now, when I first used it, it was straight out of the box, so I did not charge it. But when I pressed the button, as you saw, it showed 4 bars. So, you know, I live on about an acre. You pretty much saw all I was doing. I blew off the edges, blew off my driveway, my back patio, which is fairly small, blew it off, you know, some spots here and there around the house, and then cleaned my mower. And here's the situation we're at here. Yeah, that's not stellar. Obviously, I can get through my whole yard, which, you know, this is what it's claiming. It says clean your yard on a single charge, and it definitely did that. As a matter of fact, it probably could do 2 of my yards. But I chose this one over some of the other ones based on cost, and really I wanted to give this a shot. I want to review it, make a video. I have not decided if I'm going to keep this yet. The jury's out. I want to give this battery a full charge and try it one more time on a full charge and see what I get. I'd like to see this thing have at least three dots after doing my yard. I feel like it's not that much time. I was maybe blowing. Granted, I was on turbo the whole time, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if you got the power, why not use it? I think most people will. But I'd like to see, for the amount of use that I was doing, I'd like to see three dots. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm asking too much, but here's my frame of reference. One of the other ones I was considering runs on this system, Ryobi's 40 volt. Now, I just used that battery pack on this string trimmer, and I know it's kind of dark in here. On this string trimmer, which is, I believe, one generation older string trimmer slash edger. And so I did quite a bit of weed eating. You know, I trim, I do edging all over my yard. It's a fair amount, and I got a lot of trees. I'm not going to walk back there and show everybody, but I did all that, and I think you saw there that I just put it back in a charger about 5 minutes ago, and yeah, it brought it down to 3. And I feel like, again, this is just my opinion, I feel like this thing would be using more juice. And you're turning a string trimmer, I probably use it for twice as many minutes, and you know, with edging, trimming, I don't know, I'm rambling. So anyways, I'll do a follow-up. I'm going to charge this fully in about a week. I'll do my next mowing. I'll do the same thing again. So I'll check that out. So if you're interested, you're shopping for a cordless, brushless, 40 volt blower, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be doing a follow-up video, like I said, within a week or two. And I'll try to give you more info on how this battery is performing. If it does not perform, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I just feel like that's not great. And lithium batteries do get better after a few charges, so there's that. So haven't decided if I'm going to keep this one in my garage or if this is going back to the store yet. But I will give it another shot, maybe 2 times more. And like I said, hit that subscribe button, and I will create a quick follow-up and let you know how this thing's performing after it gives a full charge, that I can verify it's a full charge. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, give me a like if you appreciate this video. Leave me some comments if you got any questions, you want something to be answered in the follow-up video. I'll be sure to do that. And check out some of the other videos I do. I do tool reviews, basically anything DIY, tools, cars. I got all kinds of videos on my channel. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you in the next one.